Hey guys, this is one of my favorite subjects to talk about, so I wanted to come on here and just give a little contrast. Um, I'm just going to wait for a couple of people to get on here. In the meantime, we're going to be talking about um, twin flame sex, what it entails, what it feels like, what it looks like, what kind of experiences. And this is more for the people that are just waking up to this journey. Because those of us that have been on this journey for a while, excuse me, they already know all of this. So I just wanted to bust down some myths. I wanted to just talk a little bit about this because I'm noticing some prudish behavior on the other side. So I wanted to kind of give some contrast. That's really what I'm here to do. I mean, we're going to get into it. So I am going to be using the Erotic Fantasy Tarot, okay? This is why I said 18 and over, okay? Because we're going to be using sexual language on here and talking about sexual themes, okay? So before we begin, let me just check the chat real quick here. Hi, Anna Maria. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Aquaria. Hi, guys. Alrighty. So I'm going to give you the definition. Then we're going to get to the talking about this because, when you're talking with your girlfriends and everything, girlfriends like talking about sex. Okay. So this is no different. It just happens to have, the theme of twin flames in it. Okay. Now, if you guys remember, I did make a sexy deck, which I'm going to be selling again. Okay. I'm going to put the link in the description when I'm done with this video. I am working on making a second addition to that. Okay. It was quite a popular video when I made the video about that. So I'm going to make a second addition to that. See, when I make my cards, it takes me, for me, it's like writing a book. So, I really do take a long time between projects. Okay. So I make sure that, I have all of my ducks in a row when I do something like that. So the last time that I made a card deck was the sexy deck. It's called the Collar Me deck, right? So it does have BDSM themes in there, kinky themes in there. So, prudes need not apply. Has some really strongly worded language, and you have to kind of have a thick skin when it comes to looking at the themes that are in that deck. Okay, so there's no pictures; it's just words. But if you have an imagination, you can, it's used for readings, for sex-based readings, and you can also use it it also doubles as a couples game. Okay, so I'm going to be selling that again. Yeah. Yes, Stacy. There's a lot of scorpionic themes in there, Taurus themes in there. So when I made the deck, I was really pulling on my Taurus and my Scorpio especially. Okay, so it's not for the weak. It's like I said, it has some pretty themes in there. So like I said, not for the weak. But let's get into the definition here. Through the twin flame energy cord, there's a constant exchange of energy between twin flames. That could be mental, emotional, and sexual energy. The exchange of sexual energy might increase in different situations and may even result in a spontaneous climax when there's a surge of sexuality between the twins, okay? So you guys are always connected. And I've talked about this before. The twins cannot be separated for any amount of time before the bodies start craving each other. Okay. They always crave each other, but it's if you're separated for a certain amount of time, let's say 6 months, after 6 months, you're going to be wanting to claw the walls, and, one of you is going to break, and contact the other. If you're in no contact, one of you is going to contact the other, because it's like, you can't stay away from each other. Okay. It's like impossible. Okay. So let's get into the effects here. If you're having sex with your twin flame, you'll probably find that you can't keep your hands off of each other. I can testify to that. It's absolutely true. It's like, it's sort of like you're each other's drug. You know what I mean? It's like you can't get enough of each other. It's like, it's that kind of like, there's this kind of like joke that I have between me and him. It's like, he can get me pregnant from across the room. That kind of twin flame energy is so potent. It's like all I have to do is look at him. He looks at me and it's like, boom, that's it. I'm pregnant. Before the act even happens. You know what I mean? So that's what twin flame sex is like, So yes, Stacey Lynn, the sexual energy is no joke. It's intense. I'm going to tell you that there's been a couple of times, that, my masculine I have been intimate and everything. And, because that's an activation of both of your sacral chakras, I mean, me, it's going to affect me because, I have a uterus, right? So there have been times where we would have sex or whatever, and, my period would come. Okay, I know I warned you guys that there was going to be sexual themes here and the language and everything. So, if you don't have virgin ears, then I don't know what to tell you. Then I guess click off, right? So, and that sacral energy is activated. When the two of you get together, it's activated. And a lot of times that's how powerful the sex is, that it that activates the sacral chakra. That's a sign that your sacral chakra has been activated. Okay, it's happened a couple of times. Absolutely. Now, it says here, if you're having sex with your twin flame, you'll probably find that you can't keep your hands off of each other. You might find this feels like the best sex you ever had, with your shared intuition of each other's needs, making for an intimate and wholly satisfying experience. There's a lot of psychic back and forth that happens. There's not a lot of talking. It's a lot of psychic back and forth because you're connected, right? It's the two similar energy templates, blueprints coming together. Okay. So how does this relate to, let's say, something like kink or BDSM? I've talked about this before. Okay. Now, I have Scorpio in my chart, so I'm not afraid to talk about this stuff. Okay. I'm no prude. Okay. When you're a twin, you have a certain element of play that happens between the two partners. Okay. You explore each other. The thing is with a twin flame is that you are free to express yourselves sexually with each other. Any of the hangups that you had with other partners disappears when you're with your twin. Okay. And quite honestly, you take that stock, of anybody that came before your twin. And it's like, when you come together with your twin, it's intense. Okay. You're like reading each other's thoughts and everything. It's very, very intense. Okay. So let's see what Amanda said here. I don't think I met mines yet. I was confused for a while, but now I know who I thought is a karmic, because as far as I know, your twin won't physically harm you. Yeah, that's true. That's absolutely true. So a couple of notes about the play, right? As I said before, twins have a trust between each other. Okay. Whatever you like, sexually, whatever he likes sexually, you guys meld together, okay? There's none of that, oh, he's going to think I'm a weirdo. Oh, she's going to think I'm a weirdo. There's none of that. There's that freedom of expression. Okay? That's what makes this twin flame union so beautiful, is that you're free with each other. You're not looking at how many rolls you have in your body. You're not looking at this. You're not looking at that. You're not conscious of any of that, because the both of you knows how lucky you are to be in each other's presence. It's two divine beings, literally, coming together in the most beautiful act. Okay? Because quite honestly, if this act didn't exist, I wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be here. Okay? So when it comes to things like kink and BDSM, I do believe that it's included. You know, that there are twins that do practice that. I've talked about this before. Okay, that I don't know where the video is. I have to look for the video, but and re-upload it. But let's get into the reading, shall we? Okay, so we're gonna do a general twin flame, masculine towards the feminine reading. Okay, and since we have this here, okay, this is a scorpionic deck, and if, as you know, Scorpio rules death, birth, magic, and sex. Okay, well, I wouldn't say birth, just like regeneration, like a shedding of the skin and coming out after shedding the skin. It's not really birth. It's a death, then the regeneration, sex and magic. Okay, so, and it's very chemical between the two twins. Okay, so let's get into it. You're a Virgo. Oh my goodness. I'm surrounded by Virgos. I got Virgos all around me. So I didn't know you were Virgo. Okay. Hi, Ashley. He's a Scorpion. Even if someone tries to harm you and he's entangled elsewhere, someone hurting you will chap his and them some. I'm just catching up with the chat here, guys. Yes, Stacy Lynn, your real twin would never harm you. If anything, they'll protect you. And my twin don't play about me. He don't play about me. He doesn't play. He's the type of person, and I've said this before many times, he's the type of person. He loves to read. He's very well read. You know, he's read so many texts and books and everything. He's very well read. Okay. And if he sees something is going on, let's say, you know, I'm waiting online and I get into an argument with somebody or whatever, you know, or some dude tries to either push up on me or, you know, is rude to me or whatever, he's not going to say nothing. Get up from his book, get up, punch him in the face, go back to his book. He don't say anything. He doesn't say anything. Okay. He's very quiet, but he'll look up, put the book down, walk up to him, punch the guy out, then go back to his. This is the way he is, you know? I love that man. I really do. None of this pomp and circumstance. Ooh, I'm going to beat you up. You know, it's like, just going to come up there. You're bothering my woman when she's handling business, you know? Now I'm going to handle business. So I love that man. I love him so much. Yep. That's the way he is. Okay. So let me just put this over here like this. So what messages does the DM have towards the DF? Sexual themed. Sex is what makes the world go round. Yep, Stacy, that's exactly how he does it. He stops his reading of his book, gets up, punches the guy out, goes back to reading his book. It's the way he is. Alrighty. Alrighty. So what sexual messages does the DM have towards the DF? These are general, so keep that in mind. You know your man, okay? So you know what he's into, okay? Oh my. First card at the gate. 10 of Cups. Impregnation. Yummy. What divine masculine messages does he have towards the DF? Okay, we have 2 here. I love these types of readings. Okay. Did this mean to come out like this? No. Okay, said no. Strength card. That is rough. If you're into rough sex, this is rough sex. Okay. This is like the pulling of the hair, the spanking of the ass, that kind of thing. Okay. This is also him giving you commands, telling you to do this, do that. Okay. And there's a note on submission. Okay. And this is covered in the whole BDSM sphere. Okay. Submission. I don't want people to think that submission is, oh, the guy is, treating you like a dog on a leash. No. Submission is another word for trust. It's just the trust that you have in your partner. Okay. That you guys can play, and be able to be free with each other and know that the other partner is not going to hurt you. Okay. Knows your limitations. There's hard limits and there's soft limits. I'm going to actually put that, I have to actually get another copy of that deck that I made, the sexy deck that I made, so that you can know about hard limits and soft limits. Hard limits is absolutely not. I am not into that. Don't even ask me. You're not going to coerce me. I cannot. That's not something. That's a hard line. Okay. Soft limit, you could probably convince to do it. It's like, okay, fine, we can do that. Okay, we could do that tonight. Okay. So, what sexual messages does the DM have towards the DF? Whenever I do these types of readings, I always feel the masculine energy here. I feel a whole bunch of masculine energy. Who am I picking up on? I know mine is here. He loves these types of readings. Aquaria, yours is here. I'm feeling a lot of masculine energy here. They love these types of readings. Of course you do, gentlemen. Of course you do. They don't come around to the readings unless it's about this. They don't come around unless it's about this, unless we're talking about this. They're so funny. So what divine masculine messages does the DM have sexually towards the DF? Thank you for the likes. Okay. Four of Wands. This is for post bed. This is wedding night, honeymoon. Okay. This is alluding to a honeymoon. If you just met your twin, you may be in the honeymoon phase. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Aquarius loving this. Leave it to a Leo to be. There's a sex reading. I gotta sit in on this. It's like they have to sit down on this. They love the sex readings. They love it. Men. Okay. No. Okay, this ain't no. Okay. What messages does the DM have sexually towards the DF? Oh. That's a pentacle. I need my glasses. Queen of Pentacles. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay. So your DM might be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Can we get a clarifier for this one? Please clarify the Queen of Pentacles. What does the DM have to say sexually to the DF with the Queen of Pentacles here? He's saying he wants to treat you like a queen, give you everything you want. Okay. We have the Knight of Pentacles here. He wants to take his time. He's not rushing through this, okay? When you have two earth energies here, earth signs like to take their time. Music is a big part of this. It's a great aphrodisiac. I'm getting the word slow jams with this. Slow strokes. Okay. I'm getting the words, I want to feel everything. His words, not mine. So homie's going to take his time. Sexual DM messages to the DF. Outside sex. You go out camping somewhere. Park the camper. I don't think I have to be too descriptive with this. I'm just checking the chat here. Aquarius says that she knew that he was here the moment that she saw that card. Yeah, he's totally here. I see him going like this. Aquaria, your DM's presence is very strong here. Very strong. His face is like crystal clear. Okay. I'm getting the words role play. That's one of the cards in the deck. And what is role play? Let's get into what we were talking about before. This is role play, right? Role play is like stranger at the bar, or, cop and thief, or student and teacher, or filmmaker and protege. It's like, these little role play things. Okay. So twins, use role play, in their little exchange, the chase and capture. Okay. For that little excitement, like, ooh, come get me, like that. Okay. Sometimes cosplay is involved. Cosplay is costume play, is short for costume play. Okay. So if you're doing a certain role in role play, let's say Joker and Harley Quinn, right? You wear the Harley Quinn outfit. And there's a lot of cute, sexy ones too. Okay. You wear the little Harley Quinn outfit, and that's how you role play. DM messages to the DF. Sexual messages from the DM to the DF. That's too many. Oh my. Beastly. Don't be put off by this card. The devil has many meanings in the tarot, okay? And if it's in the sexual read, it's lust. It's a little bite, a little slap in the ass, just, a little pain with your pleasure, a little bit. So this is a very subjective card here. It really depends on what your kinks are, okay? And if you look back here, what does this look like from this angle here? I'm not trying to be suggestive, but okay. Filmmaking, making a movie. Stacy, the camping one had me choking. I dreamed of him taking me on a long hike and camp overnight. Stacy, you naughty, naughty girl. DM's sexual messages to the DF. You guys, this is a fun reading to do. I'm enjoying myself. I love these types of readings. DM's sexual messages to the DF. What I'm getting from the general masculine, divine masculine right now is that they've been waiting for this type of reading. to come through. Okay. There's a lot of pent up energy, right? And it has to come through this reading. I'm telling you, when I see my mask, I'm going to put a hurt on that boy. I'm going to put a hurt on him. He better eat his Wheaties. That's all I'm going to tell him. He knows. He knows. He knows how I roll. Okay. 6 of Pentacles. Look what's happening here. If you have pretty feet, foot worship. Also some dominatrix type stuff going on, where the woman gives the orders. See, there's 2 types of, there's Dom, D-O-M, and that's the man giving the orders. Like, who made that famous was Christian Grey in 50 Shades of Grey. Okay. Not the best representation of BDSM, but yeah, it is what it is. And D-O-M-M-E is the female version of a Dom, which is basically short for dominatrix, the whip, the chains, all of that stuff, wearing of the leather, whatever you guys are into. Okay. That's a Dom. Dom and Dom. It's really separated by D-O-M or D-O-M-M-E. D-O-M-M-E is the female version, is the dominatrix. Okay. So give and take. But this is submission, right? I definitely picked up at one point that he wants to see the side of me that takes control. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, Aquaria. I'm going to tell you, Aquaria, your DM and my DM are both very present in this energy space right now. I'm really feeling the masculine energy. All right, guys, don't rush me. Like, get to it. All right. DM sexual messages to the DF. This is interesting. This is an interesting few cards here. Okay. So we have High Priestess. We have 10 of Pentacles. And notice how she's wearing a bridal veil. Just saying, 5-year. And we have the Judgment card. Okay. Now, I need a few moments to meditate on this. This is interesting here. I feel like I'm going to need another one here because okay. What I'm getting with this one here is because of the separation, he didn't get to explore you the way he wanted to. And with these 3 cards here, he's going to show you what he's all about. Okay? I don't want to use the word a little sinister, but there's a little bit of, like, you're not even prepared. You're not even prepared for what I want to do. Like, there's a masculine I'm picking up here with these 3 cards here that is, into the role play, into the, the kink and the BDSM and all of that stuff, Very interesting. Let's see here. Yes, Aquaria, absolutely. Alrighty, so, gentlemen, what do you have to say sexually to your DF? We're not going to be on here long, maybe to about 45 minutes, and then I'm going to head out. So what do the DMs want to say sexually to their divine feminines? Okay. Wow, interesting. This is a merging of the masculine and the feminine, like literally. I want you to look at this card, guys. I'm going to put this back here. Look at this card. This is the Hierophant card. And look at the 2 keys. Do you see that? Masculine and feminine. Masculine and feminine. The sex is the union itself. So when you join together sexually, it is the marriage between the man and the woman. You see right here? Yes, absolutely, Aquaria. Yes, the lovemaking is at the core of the union. DMs, what do you want to tell your DF sexually? This is a no judgment zone. You could be as crystal clear as you want to be, as descriptive as you want to be. Oh, they're all over the place. Okay. Okay. Hold on a second, guys. That's right. What God put together, let no man or woman put asunder. Okay. Again, the trust theme came out. He's not going to ask anything of you that's going to make you uncomfortable. You guys are in constant communication spiritually, so he knows what you're into, what you're not into. He's not going to push you. Okay, we were talking about soft limits, hard limits before, but he already knows what your hard lines are. You got to trust him. Aren't these beautiful cards, guys? I love it. I love this deck. It's one of my favorite decks. Come on, guys. Didn't I tell you that this deck could be used to, to do the karmic readings and also to do the sex readings? A very scorpionic deck. Okay. So we're about to wrap up here, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for the likes. Okay. What final messages does the divine masculine have sexually for his divine feminine? Ace of Cups. Again, impregnation. I get impregnation with this. This is also releasing your inhibitions. Let it flow. See all the water? Some of you may have body issues. You had to heal that before you guys unite. Okay? One of your masculines is saying, whoever sees this video is saying, you're beautiful. You're too hard on yourself with your looks. I think you're beautiful. You're being way too hard on yourself. I love everything you hate. Which is true about guys. The thing that you hate on your body, they love the most. Imagine that. Yes, chocolate healer. You have to work on whatever it is that, look, I have my insecurities, Yeah, there are certain things that I wish I had. I wish, I don't have much of a butt. I wish I had a bigger butt, I wish I had bigger hips, I wish certain things, but it's like, my masculine tells me all the time, what's the problem? Because when you look in the mirror, what I see is beautiful. What's the problem here? He tells me all the time. Any final messages from the DM to the DF sexually? Knight of Wands, impulse. The best sexual memories are the ones that are not planned, where you have a whole date planned and everything. Those are the best memories. The ones that are very impulsive. Okay, we're about to wrap up, guys. Thank you again for joining me. Last card, and then I'll just give you my, I guess you would call it an editorial. Anything that you guys want to say before we head out? They're saying collectively, we love you. Six of Cups. The memories you guys have. If you've been intimate with your masculine once or twice, they're recollecting it all the time. What you were wearing, what you guys were doing, okay? They're remembering everything. And look at the dolphin on her shoulder. That's a reference to twin flame right there. All right, guys. So this has been the reading. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I like these types of readings. It's nice to read on this type of energy for a change, you know. So again, I'm going to be selling that deck again. I have to set up the link here. It's about $30. The deck. It's 100 cards. It's pretty sizable. It's like more than this. It's thicker than this. It's like maybe about here. Okay. But yeah. And I'm sorry that it takes me so long to make these decks. It's like, you know, like I said before, you know, I treat, you know, the decks that I make as like writing a book. You know, it's like it takes, you know, you can't just slap a book together, you know, it takes, you know, years of research and all of that stuff. So I take pride in my craft. So I love you guys. And I hope that this was informative and entertaining as well. I'm going to be doing more readings like this. Again, I love you guys. Please follow me on TikTok at The Woke Bombshell. I'm open for readings. Click the link for more information. And I will talk to you guys soon. Take care.